Hi everyone, Kalli again. I'll be reviewing the case and how the forensic botany evidence supported the conclusions in this case. Just a quick recap of who the victims are for this murder case is two young girls aged 10 years old, Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman, went missing after attending a barbecue on August 4, 2002 in Soham, Cambridgeshire. After looking for the girls for over a 2-week span, their bodies were found in a ditch near an airbase in Lakenheath, Suffolk. So this is the suspect and later convicted killer, Ian Huntley, who was a school caretaker at the school that the girls attended. Huntley was pointed out to police by reporter Brian Farmer after he interviewed Huntley and his girlfriend, Maxine Carr. Carr was a teaching assistant at the school the two girls attended, and Farmer said that Huntley's interview questions were just odd. He said Holly would probably get in the car and quietly go, but Jessica wouldn't. She put up a real fight and a real struggle. Farmer also said that Huntley was emotional and agitated during the interview. And then another thing, when Carr was questioned by police, she admitted that she was actually at home in North Lincolnshire the day the girls went missing and not in Soham with Huntley, like she had previously said in some interviews. So police brought in Professor Patricia Wiltshire to connect Huntley and the girls' burial scene. The professor found the way Huntley would have followed to get to the burial site, what BBC called the approach path, by finding nettles that had been trampled on. She then followed those to the burial site, and then she told BBC that she had found pollen grains and spores that were characteristic of that site. Talking about the burial site, she examined other sites, but none had the same characteristics, so she was able to eliminate those. But ultimately, the pollen and spores found at the burial site matched those that were found in Huntley's car. Professor Wiltshire told Wales News that the pollen and spores she had extracted were, quote, really specific, and in the dominant pollen there was the immediate flora, the immediate vegetation, and just a few yards away it was different, and this was just good ammunition to be used to connect both the burial site and the car. So Ian Huntley was convicted and sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 40 years for the murders of Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman, and then Maxine Carr was jailed in 2003, so a year after the incident, after being found guilty of conspiring to pervert the course of justice for giving him a false alibi.